Hi, this is Malia from Loom with M, and today I am going to teach you how to make this spiral charm. I'm also going to teach you how to attach it to a single crocheted necklace in case you're interested. And if you would like to do this part, not just a charm, you will need a ball of yarn, any color you want, and then your Rainbowloom hook. Or you could just make the charm. And for this charm, it's got rings on the edge. And if you would want to put the rings on, you can. I'm going to do it that way, but you do not have to. It looks perfectly fine without. Okay, band requirements. So you're going to need 11 A colored bands. So A is the spiral. 10 B colored bands. And that's like the filling inside, and 8 C-colored bands, which are the rings. And if you choose not to do the rings, you won't need that. And this is a design on the loom. And we're going to need to turn our loom so that the red arrow is pointing towards us. And I'm going to start on the bottom of my loom, but you do not need to. You could start anywhere. And I'm going to start on the 4th pin up, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to place one A colored band going upwards. And we're going to continue spiraling around, so the next one's going to go here. And then 2 down. So we have part of our spiral. And now across. And then up, and then keep going up, and now we're going to spiral one more in, and then stop. So you've kind of got a 6 shape, but not all the way in yet. Okay, and now we're going to place our inside filling color, and it's kind of like a zigzag, so we're going to place it up. Oops, I dropped my band. Okay. And then zigzag, so like that. And I'm sorry it's kind of hard to see. And then we're going to have it zigzag here. And now we're going to kind of do like a starburst, like we're turning the corner. Like that. And then one more, and then stop. So we've kind of got like a zigzag and then like a starburst shape. And now we're going to take another A colored band, our spiral color, and put it on now. So we placed the spiral, and then these zigzag bands, and then this A colored band. Now we can finish placing our A colored bands. So we're going to zigzag, and again, and now we're turning a corner, so it's kind of like a starburst here, and our last A colored band, or sorry, B colored band. And then we've got this kind of zigzag shape. Just check to make sure yours looks like mine. And now we can place our cap band. It's going to go on this peg 3 times around. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And if you would like to, you can place the rings. Start anywhere. It's just a single chain just going around the spiral. I just chose to start there. You can start anywhere. And you just go all the way around like that. And now we can begin to loop. Take your hook, and we're going to pull back this triple over cap band, and we're going to loop the top band, which is going to be this one, out. And this is similar to a starburst, if you've made one, but definitely there are some differences because this is a charm. And again, pull back the cap band, pull out those B colored bands, and then we're just grabbing them and looping them all out from the cap band. And once you have them all looped out like this, then we need to loop this A colored band forward. And now we're going to do the same thing. Find the top band, loop it out, and then the next one. It should go in order if you placed your bands correctly. If not, it doesn't exactly matter as long as you have all of them. And then our last band, we'll pull it over here. Now this step is pretty tricky. I'm going to turn my loom sideways. So you see this white band right here? We're going to need to loop this from here up to the top. So we need to pull back all of these bands on top and catch this one forward. And if it helps, you can like keep your loom sideways when you're finding it so you can see. And then we can write it and loop that forward. And when we're looping the rings, we're just going to ignore these rings, and that's what makes them turn out like this. So now this next step is a little tricky. We just need to loop this bottom border band backwards. So we're going to reach in through all of the bands, and it helps to kind of, so you can turn your hook out to the side and grab it, if that helps you, and then pull it backwards like this. So that part's a little bit hard, but once you're through this, the rest should be pretty easy. And now we just need to pull our hook through everything, grab the bottom border band, or it's an A-colored band, and loop it back. And then we can kind of go forwards. We're just grabbing the bottom band and looping it forward. And we continue doing this. Bottom band, loop it forward. Bottom band, loop it forward. And now our last band, if we can get it. This one's a little bit tricky. And then loop it forward. And now we're going to take our last A-colored band, and we're not going to tie a slip knot yet. We're going to stick our hook through and poke it out to the side. Stretch it on, pull some tension. Flip the hook, bring it back up through the channel and up, and put the end on our hook. And we can slide it up to the thicker part if you want to, right here, and carefully pull your charm off. And kind of stretch out your charm, pull on it a little bit, and you can kind of pull on the rings. But you see, the rings are trapped underneath this band here. So I'm going to show you how to pull it back out. We're going to take this off, and I'm going to put it on my finger just so I can show you guys. And I'm going to stick my hook through the center of these two rings, and then put this on my hook. And now we need to move the rings forward off of our hook, and then it's behind. And if that's confusing, just rewatch that. And then if you want to, you can tie a slip knot. But I'm going to show you how to attach it to a necklace. So I'm not going to tie a slip knot yet. And if you just want to make a charm, you're done. Thanks for watching. Okay, I've got my yarn. I've kind of got like a multicolored blue. And we're just going to do a single crochet, and it's going to make a necklace. And if you don't know how to crochet, this should be nice and easy. It's just a single crochet. We're going to take our end, and first we need to tie a slip knot. So we're going to take the end. If you don't know how to tie a slip knot, cross it in front, and then create a loop here and push it up through. And then you should have a little tail. And I'm going to show that again because that part wasn't the most clear. I'm going to have some slack. Take your yarn, cross like that, and then we can put our thumb on it. Create a loop here. Push it through. And then we can tighten this part. And then pull tight. So that slip knot starts it, and then we can make it a little smaller. Then we're going to take our hook, and this is our first loop. And if you want to, then you can tighten it a little bit around your hook. And now we're going to take the yarn, we're going to wrap it around the back, so around the back like that, and then hold on to it, rotate your hook and put the slip knot through. And I'm going to show it again. Wrap around the back and pull it through. And your Rainbowloom hook works for this. You don't need to find a crochet hook, but if you have one, it would be good too. And you just keep like taking this yarn here, wrapping it around the back, kind of holding on to it, then flipping your hook and pulling it through that other loop. Again, you just keep wrapping it around the back, and you should start to get a chain like this. And we're going to chain for a while until you get your desired length. For example, I wanted mine this long, so I did about half of my chain, and then I attached that. So we're going to do a few more of these. Wrap around, pull it through, wrap around, pull it through, wrap around, pull it through, and hopefully you start to get the pattern. It's just like moving the hook around the back, flipping the hook, and pulling it through that loop. I don't think it's that difficult, and as long as you have some yarn that's not super woolly, this should work for you. And you just want to keep chaining like this until you get to your desired length. Once you reach your desired length, I'm going to slide my charm up my hook, and you can put it back on. And this time when we wrap around, we're going to pull through both the yarn and both of these loops. So, sorry, my loop fell off. You have your loop, you can just slide it up, you don't even need to take it off like I did. Wrap around, pull through, and pull through your charm. And then if you want to, you can keep chaining, and that will make up the second half of your necklace like this. So I'm just going to do a couple more. And once you get the hang of this, this is really pretty easy. Oops. Must have messed up there. And then once you have your desired length, now I'm going to show you how to finish it. When you have your desired length, you just want to take some scissors, cut it off, give yourself a little slack just to be safe. And we're going to do it one more time with this end. Wrap around and pull it through. And now instead of leaving a loop, we're going to pull our loose end all the way through, and then we can pull tight. And then there is your finished necklace with your charm. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked making my spiral charm.